Good morning. Welcome to the Talk Shop. This is September 22nd, 2025. I'm Eric Henderson with Brett Glass in Studio 255 at the Laramie Plains Civic Center. Our show this morning brought to you in part by Perkins Restaurant and Bakery. They are at the beginning and the end of the Trail of Treats on Halloween. Each Halloween, this will be the 9th annual Trunk or Treat Laramie. Mark your calendars now. And Brett, you've got the City Council agenda preview for the week.
Good morning, Eric, and good morning, Laramie. This is your preview of the agenda for the City of Laramie City Council work session, which is going to happen on Tuesday night at the City Hall Council Chambers, 406 Ivinson Avenue, and it's going to start at 6 o'clock at night. City Council meetings are open to the public, so you can go to 406 Ivinson Avenue to City Hall and watch it in person. You can also watch the meeting if you don't want to make any comments during the meeting. If you just want to watch, you can watch on YouTube. Just look up Laramie City Government, and you will find the meeting when it starts to happen. And if you want to comment during the meeting remotely through Zoom, then what you need to do is find the agenda on the City of Laramie website at Agenda Center, at cityoflaramie.org/agenda center, where you can look up the agenda, and there will be a Zoom link there that will let you participate by Zoom if you want to. So those are the ways that you can view the meeting and participate in it, and it's going to be an interesting meeting. This is going to be the town versus gown, or town and gown work session for the year. After the council takes public comment on non-agenda items, if you want to give them an earful about something which isn't on the agenda, they will launch into a work session where they talk with a number of the academic institutions in town. The first work session, there are technically multiple work sessions, and the first one will be the University of Wyoming President's Update. So Ed Seidel is going to come and talk to the City Council and to the public. And we don't really have a summary of this. The only summary which is listed on the website has a somewhat political message about whether the instruction is slanted in various ways politically, which really doesn't say very much. We know that this is an issue on the national level, but it doesn't really, and also to some extent with the legislature, but it doesn't say very much about what's going on at the university. And so it'll be interesting to hear what President Seidel has to say. One thing which has concerned a number of citizens is that the university has become increasingly insular. It's walled itself more and more from the community over time. Right now, there isn't a single bulletin board on the UW campus where an off-campus organization can post information about an event, whether it's a commercial one or a nonprofit one. And really, it's very difficult to communicate onto campus if you're interested in getting information to students. And they have a hard time finding out what's going on in the rest of the community. So this is sure to be one of the topics that's discussed. I don't know if they're going to discuss stormwater. That's another issue which is obviously something which should be discussed by the university and the City of Laramie, because the last we heard, the university trustees actually threatened to sue the City of Laramie if it billed them for stormwater drainage. And we don't want that to happen. I do not know if any negotiations have taken place. So far, if any have, the information hasn't been revealed to the public. So we don't know if anything's gone on. Again, that will be an interesting thing to hear. So that's going to be an interesting work session on Tuesday night. The next work session, or portion of the work session that's going to take place, is LCCC. And the president of LCCC is going to come and speak to the City Council, talk about what's going on the LCCC campus out on the Turner Tract. And, LCCC, their enrollment is beginning to rebound. The peak enrollment at the Laramie campus was about 2015, 2016. It dropped a bit and then plummeted at the beginning of the pandemic, and it's not quite ever really recovered since. They're only about 2/3 of their peak enrollment, and so it'll be interesting to see what they plan to do to get more of the community involved, to get more people going there, and that hopefully is going to be an interesting session. The next work session, or the next portion of the work session, is going to be WyoTech. And they're going to give a presentation having to do with the vocational training that they do. I don't really know much about what's going on there, except that they are expanding, and that they and that this is the first time, I believe, that their new president, whose name is Kyle Morris, is going to be speaking to the public and to the council. And so it'll be interesting to see what's going on there. And then finally, there is an update from ASUW, the Associated Students of the University of Wyoming. And the ASUW president is going to come to speak to council about town and gown relations. Again, there's no detail on the city website, no slides or anything, so don't know exactly what that's going to entail, but we'll get an update from them. And then finally, the last work session within the work session of the evening is going to talk about the Town and Gown volunteerism program. Now, you might have noticed that normally there is an event called the Big Event, where university students go off campus and do all sorts of chores for people and help out in the community, do cleanup projects and things like that. That didn't happen this year. And it's not clear why, whether it was a liability concern, what it was. It'll be interesting to hear what was going on with this volunteerism program. Will the big event come back? Will there be volunteerism in the community in a different way? We don't know, so that's going to be another interesting topic. And then finally, there will be another public comment period at the very end. City Council will have various updates on what's going on and set their agenda for the city council meeting. And this is interesting. They won't be setting it for the 30th, because the 30th is going to be a fifth Tuesday open house. But they will be looking ahead and setting it for the month of October. So that's pretty much what they're going to cover. It will be interesting to see if they say anything about the fifth Tuesday meeting. Right now, the location of the fifth Tuesday meeting hasn't even been announced. Are they going to hold it in town? Are they going to hold it in West Laramie? Are they going to hold it at the Municipal Palace way north of town? We don't know yet, but I suppose we're going to find out this Tuesday night. And so that's what's on the agenda for the big work session this coming Tuesday at 6 p.m. at Laramie City Hall in the council chambers.
Stay tuned for all your updates on city council meetings right here on the Talk Shop. In Studio 255, I'm Eric Henderson with Brett Glass. Good morning and best wishes to you and yours.